Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, and welcome back to When Nostalgia Hits, the series of videos where I replay games from my childhood. And here we are with a triple threat: three games for the Sega Genesis, NHLPA 93, NHL 94, and NHL 95. Since they are quite similar to one another and already covered the first game of the series, EA Hockey or NHLPA Hockey in North America. I think it's better if I cover the three of them together in a single video so they can appreciate the differences between one and the other. And so as you can see, the starting screen is pretty much the same. Okay, NHLPA 93, which was released in 92, obviously well, it was released in 1992, and it borrows a lot from the previous game. There are some differences, and they are not in the gameplay, but they are in the, let's say, under the hood. So for the first time in Europe, okay, you could play with real NHL teams and real NHL players. Game modes are pretty much the same of the first game. There's a technical difference, which is the cartridge came with a battery backup, so it your playoffs, your playthrough, your game was saved and you didn't need any passwords for it. It also saved some stats, some statistics of your players, and obviously you could only hold one playoff at a time, so you have to finish that one before starting a new one. Oh, if you start a new one, it overrode the previous. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to use the keyboard. Yeah, I want to be, let me check. Of course, Iowa Senators, my favorite team. I think this was the first year they played, so I'm going to pair them with another new and very poor team, Tampa Bay Lightning, who actually had a very cool jersey at the time. Okay, and I'm going for 5 minutes, all the penalties, all line changes. Okay, so let's start. There's a bit of presentation. Welcome to Ottawa. I'm Ron Bear from EASN. Ottawa is an expansion team in its first season. Jeff Lazaro and Sylvain Toujon provide the leadership. Go for the ultimate challenge. Take this team to the second round of the NHLPA playoffs. Tampa Bay is one of the more contact-oriented teams. Basil McRae, Tim Hunter, and Mike Hartman lead the action. Manuel Young is in goal. In goal tonight, Peter Sidorkowitz for Iowa and Manuel Young for Tampa Bay. As you can see, they're both very poor. And this is the first game of the series where you get numbers, where you get overall statistics. So let's start with, for instance, edit lines. You can actually see the lines and you can interact with them, you can change them. Okay, obviously you only have 3 scoring lines instead of the actual 4, because the Mega Drive joypad controller had 3 buttons, so they went this way. Okay, you also have custom lines for the special teams, power play and PK, and also you can change the goalie. Also, you can actually check their overall of the players. Now, this is a little bit funky. As you can see, poor Rob Murphy has an overall of 4. Now, the overall is quite misleading. It's not in a absolute sense. It's basically every statistic. You see agility, speed, offensive awareness. Defensive awareness is rated in increases. I don't remember if it's 6 or 7. I don't recall. So, and they go from 0, which is the lowest, basically would be the lowest rating for the worst player in that category, to 100, which is the best player in that category. So having a score of 0, like here, Jim Thompson's offensive awareness, doesn't mean that he has no offensive awareness at all. It actually means that it's the lowest rating, okay, which could be in 16 absolute numbers. I don't know, I'm just tossing a number just to give you the idea, okay. And the overall takes everything into consideration, even statistics that are not maybe pertinent to that role. For instance, checking for offensive forwards, or fighting for people who are not enforcers. Okay, so but it serves its purpose. It gives an idea, gives the player an idea of what each player is good at, and who are the better players, and so on. Also, it's a clear system, okay, so that you don't you know that the AI, the CPU, is not cheating with the characteristics, the stats of a player. Okay, you can also save the lines. However, you have to reload every time. Okay, let's start the game. Gameplay is pretty much the same of the previous game. Okay, there are some embellishments, like you see these nice musics at the beginning of the period after a goal. Well, basically, pretty much when there's a face-off, like this. Okay. And yeah, that just scored the goal. Yeah, you can. This is pretty much the same game as the previous year. So I'm going just to play one period, and then we go to the next game. Obviously, picking the two weakest team in the league is most probably not a good idea to show off the gameplay of the game, because obviously expecting high action gameplay this one, that's what I call taking one for the team. Okay. The equalizer. Lamb, assist by Lindbergh and Shaw. Now, the one thing I'd like to mention is that some of these musics, of these tracks, are actually the real ones from the real arena. So if you're playing at Hartford against, so using the Whalers, you might hear Brass Bonanza, which was the a staple, okay, for the Hartford Whalers, and it carried over to 2 penalties to the Carolina Hurricanes when they moved. Well, that's it. This is all for NHLPA 93, and I'll see you soon with NHL 94. And here we are with NHL Hockey 94, released 1993. Unfortunately, my brothers and I got very late to the party since I was able to purchase the game only in summer of 1994 during a trip to Ireland. Okay, so the NHL 94 is considered to be one of the peaks of the EA NHL hockey series, and because of the innovation of the one-timer shots and the chance to shoot a puck as soon as the player received it, okay, created new ways to score goals and more realistic goals. Okay, this game was a little bit of trivia. Okay, it was coded from scratch. Okay, EA just showed to the new developer NHLPA 93. Okay, and he coded the new game from the beginning, so it looks almost identical, but it isn't. Okay, even though, as you can see, pretty much the starting screen is the same, but there are new things. For instance, this game takes even more advantage of the battery backup, and it lets you keep track of your personal stats with the user records. Okay, and again, there's only a possibility to play regular season games or playoffs. Okay, and normal playoffs or shootout also. Okay, and playoffs, classics or best of 7. Okay, let's go regular season, one home. Again, because I want to suffer, I'll pick again the Ottawa Senators once more against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Okay, so well, let's keep the same team. So okay, also another thing, this game lets you take control of the goalie. Okay, and for the first time, it was quite another big selling point of the game. We're going to get penalties and line changes. Okay, this basically is the same. Aaron Barr from EA Sports. Okay, welcome to a sold-out Ottawa Civic Center. Tonight's National Hockey League game features the Tampa Bay Lightning and Ottawa Senators. For Ottawa, Bob Kowalski is on a hot streak. Basil Turgeon is off his game. For Tampa Bay, it's Chris Contos and Bob Beers. Okay, they refined the rating system for players. Okay, with more consistent ratings. So it's hard to see players with an overall of 4. Okay. Also, this hot streak and cold streak. I think it's totally random. It just increases or lowers the statistics of a player. Okay. Okay, nothing new here. It is pretty much the same. You can watch the Zamboni cleaning the ice. You can edit lines. As you can see, it's exact the same screen. Okay, again. So I want to show you another time. So let's start the game. Okay, as you can see, it's pretty much identical. Game is a little faster. Okay, you can see some differences in the gameplay as long as you're playing. Plus, you have the one timer, which I'll try to show you if I can get the puck back. Okay, also I should probably use the stick instead of a offside. Now this is faster, okay? It's not as fast as NHL 95, as you probably see in a bit. Oh, that was a one-timer. Oh, that's a good check. Come on, that's... I was about to score. Oh, come on. Anderson, assist by Bergland. And since they scored, there's no tune playing. Let's go for the rebound. And they're going for the rebound. Oh no. Okay, I wanted to change line, but I suppose I forgot. I think you change line. Line change is enabled once you get past the... Let's see. Wrap around. Oh wait. Okay, that's it. NHL 94. Yeah, new things under the hood. Okay, the gameplay this time has changed quite a bit from the previous iteration of the game, and as you seen with NHL 95 for the last game. And there it is, NHL 95, released in 1994. This is a game that I played a lot. My brothers and I got lucky this time and were able to purchase the game, and I think just a few weeks after it was released in November 1994. And now, one thing that I failed to mention about NHL 94 is that if you had enough controllers as well as the dedicated EA multi-tap, an add-on that split the two controller ports in 4, you could play in up to 4 players. And we didn't take full advantage of that in NHL 94. Okay, but NHL 95 had it back, had it better, and me and my brothers played 2 full seasons, playing the 3 of us together in the same team, because that's another. We start with the new features, and NHL 95, wow, it's totally new game. Unlike the previous one, it has a practice mode that lets you play 2 against 2, 3 against 3, and 5 against 5, or any other combination that you like. It was we used to play 2 against 2 a lot. Okay. There are also playoffs, normal 7 games, and season. This is the first game in the series, at least on the Sega Mega Drive or Genesis, that lets you play an entire 84 game season before going into playoffs. And it kept stats of everything. Also, it will let to modify rosters, and there were trades and free agency, very basic. Okay, it was very basic, but it was there. Okay, it was mind-boggling. But also, graphic has changed. You see, the graphic has changed. The gameplay is different. from NHL 94. This is my favorite of the 4 games that I have. And starting with NHL 96, my brothers and I started playing it on the DOS version, the PC version, first DOS, then Windows. Okay, so I never got the chance to play NHL 96 and following games on Mega Drive, so I cannot comment on those. But yeah, I really played. I actually played this one till the battery gave up and we had to replace it manually. And so yeah, fun times. This is a game that really we got our money back in game time and more. Okay, anyway, let's check game, right? So again, Ottawa against Tampa, 5 minutes. Goalies, let's check auto control. If it's manual, you can take control of the goalie by pressing the B button, the change player button, but holding it down for several seconds, and you take control of the goalie. And user records up, penalties on, line changes on. Okay. As I said, okay, they introduced this so it's easier to change. I'm not saying on the fly, but decide who's playing as who. Okay, hi, I'm John Schrader. Where's Ron Bear? For EA Sports. Look at the sold out Ottawa Civic Center, open the centers. Okay, as usual. Okay, these nothing has changed a lot. Okay, since the previous game. Their statistics, they were calculated pretty much the same way as the previous game. So now this game has a lot of musics that don't sound like Mega Drive music. They're more like Amiga tunes if you listen to them. However, this game was not released on the Amiga. I made sure of checking it. It was released on DOS, and I don't have that version. I've never had it. I'm actually looking for it on eBay. And there are instant replays, okay, which is a new one. Timeouts. I don't recall if there were timeouts before, but the edit lines settings is a little bit different, okay, but I mean graphically it doesn't change a lot. Okay, let's start the game. Okay, here we are. As you can see, the pace off thing is different, and the game is a lot faster. Goalies are different animations, the players are different. They look pretty much the same, but if you compare them, they are the ice rink is different. As you can see, the spectators are actually moving. Okay, yeah, the action is a lot more frantic and fast. Sounds, there are new sounds. This time it really, oh, there's one time ago. It really feels like a different game that was made from scratch. Okay. This is where the game starts, the series start to feel like a more modern hockey game. Okay. Oh, as I said, you had an entire regular season to play 84 games. It was 84 before they shortened it, and lot of fun. Like you can see, the game started being faster with the previous one, the NHL 94. And this is maybe is faster even than the current game. Let's say NHL 2022-2023 on modern systems, PS5, Xbox Series X. But yeah, before the previous games were probably a little bit slow. Hold, what? No, obstruction? What did it call? Interference. That's foul. Interference. How's that? Ouch. Oh, yeah. Entirely my fault. Also, I think the rink is a little bit smaller. Which would be appropriate because North American rinks are smaller than the European ones. And there it is. So, in the end, I showed you all the 3 games of that remain in the series, and yeah, you can make a comparison, okay, judge it yourselves, and yeah, I like all of them for their own individual merits, okay. Naturally, NHL 95 is the more advanced one. It shows in every department, but they're fun. Okay, so that's it. NHLPA 93, NHL 94, and NHL 95. Sega Mega Drive Genesis, and that's all from me. If you have anything to say about this or any questions to ask, feel free to drop a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, yeah, you might give it a thumbs up, it might help. And I'll see you again next time. Until then, take care and goodbye.